uh, the principle of magnetic particle testing, if we are applying current to ferromagnetic material, the
Yes.
job become the specimen becomes a magnet, and there is north and south pole formation. If there is any
Yes, sir.
discontinuity, then line of force came out of the job, and we will get the north and south pole that is dissimilar. And if we apply iron particle there, then we will get indication on the surface of job.
Yes.
So that is the principle of magnetic particle testing. Also, we saw the right hand rule, left hand rule. In
Right
left hand
hand
rule,
rule.
electron will flow from positive to negative, and in right hand rule, the current will flow from positive to negative.
Positive to negative.
Okay. Also we covered the techniques, circular magnetization and longitudinal
Yes, sir.
magnetization.
Longitudinal magnetization.
Okay. In circular magnetization, basically there are two types. Again, one is direct induction, and second is indirect induction.
Indirect induction.
Direct induction means we are sending directly current to the specimen, that is, and then magnetic field generated in the specimen, that is direct induction. And in case of central conductor, we are sending current to conductor and the magnetic field induced in the specimen, that is indirect induction. Okay, though, so there are basically headshot will produce circular magnetic field, central conductor will produce circular magnetic field, and prod will produce circular magnetic field. Prod also direct
Yes.
induction technique because we are sending current to the specimen, right? So these
Yes,
three are
sir.
examples of circular magnetization. Then we saw
Circular magnetism.
another technique, longitudinal magnetization. In longitudinal magnetization, one of example is coil shot. In coil, we are sending current circular, magnetic field will be longitudinal. And the second example is yoke. In yoke, there is one coil inside the yoke. There is coil, and if we are sending current through coil, the current will move
Yes.
circularly, and magnetic field will longitudinally. And that longitudinal magnetic field we are sending to the job. Okay. So these are the examples
Yes.
of how we are generating magnetic field in the specimen. There are techniques to these total 5 to 6 techniques are there. Basically, we are using in industry for oil field and for automobile components. That application is
Yes.
based. So this equipment application is based around job specimen size. So we can't use one equipment for all type of jobs. It totally depends upon geometry of job, application, and stage of inspection. So these are the some
Mm.
of the things we already covered. Now today's our lesson is magnetic field. How we are generating magnetic field means how
Yes.
we can generate with the help of current. So amount of current and type of current will interfere the magnetic field, right? So if your
Okay.
job size is bigger, then we should use higher current, right? So there is one
Higher current.
formula for that. So we are going to see how that formula will work and how we can ensure whatever current we are giving that is sufficient or not. Okay. So you
Yes.
here this is the pi gauge, and in this pi gauge there are artificial cracks lines. See, and
Okay. Okay.
if you calculated current, and if you suppose you set the current whatever required as per calculation, then we have to keep this pi gauge on the job,
Yes.
and we will apply the current, and the same time we will apply the iron particle on this pi gauge. And if suppose we are getting the required indication, required lines on pi gauge, then we can say the magnetic field is sufficient. And suppose if we are not getting clearly line of indications, these indications on the pi gauge, then we
I
have
guess.
this current. So this is the process. So we'll see first in headshot. In headshot, we are sending current through two end, from one end to another end. So length it doesn't matter because we are passing current throughout the length. So matter is here diameter. So your current calculation it depends on diameter of job. If we have bigger diameter, then we have to apply more current. If we have smaller diameter, then we have to apply small amount of current. If you are applying big current for small job, then there is chances of excess magnetization, and due to excess magnetization, we will get non-relevant indication on the job specimen. So that is not true indication. That is non-relevant indication. So we have to avoid this type of indications. That's why we have to give minimum current which is required actually for to find out the true discontinuities. So that is based around this pi gauge and this ASME section 5 article 7. So there is given current calculation for headshot, but here we are looking just for standard practice. Maybe this value and section 5 of article values will be different. This is the just general values. Now
Okay.
what they are saying, 800 to 1000 amperes per inch of article thickness or diameter. Means suppose your job thickness is 1 inch, then minimum current is 800 and maximum current is 1000.
800,000.
Yeah. So if your job diameter is 2 inch, then minimum current is 1600 amps and maximum current is 2000 amps.
Okay.
So these are the current calculation formulas for headshot, means circular magnetic field. There is little bit small difference. There is actually big difference if we are calculating current as per ASME section 5. Then there is a formula like this: 300 to 800. Minimum current 300, maximum 800. But here we are just seeing the even current calculation is little bit different for different standards of course. So we can calculate this current as per procedure while we are doing magnetic particle testing. We can't use this formula there, or we can't use any formula because we have to work as per procedure, as per approved procedure. So don't worry about that. Now see, here is step diameter. This is big. Are you listen?
हा सर आवाज गेला होता जरा मध्येच.
Okay, okay. Now you see, look out on this diagram. This is the big diameter. This is the small diameter. And
Okay.
if we are applying, so current calculation for 1 inch is different, 2.5 inch is different.
Okay.
If we are applying 2.5 inch current to this whole specimen, then that current value would be high, and that is chances to get non-relevant indication on this smaller area, 1 inch diameter. So here we have to first calculate current for 1 inch, and then we will calculate current for 2.5 inch. And first we will apply current value of 1 inch to this entire specimen, but we will watch only this area, 1 inch area. If there is any indication, we will interpret and evaluate. We can't see this bigger area. Then we will then once inspection completed for this 1 inch, we can apply current for this 2.5 inch, means higher current, and we will see, we will watch only this area. We will inspect only this area.
Okay.
We will examine only bigger areas.
Okay.
Because if suppose if you are giving higher current and you are seeing this small area, then there are chances of non-relevant indications.
Non-relevant indication. Okay.
So we have to give first, if there are different diameters, then we can apply current value for small diameter, and then we can examine small diameter. Then we can apply current for bigger diameter, and we can apply we can watch only bigger diameter, or we can examine the bigger diameter area.
Okay, sir.
Now say, look at here, this is central conductor, means these small rings we are inspected through these central conductor techniques. So in central conductor,
Okay.
basically this technique is the indirect technique. So if we have the finished gears, so we can use this indirect technique, because in central conductor we are not sending current to the job, so there is no chances of spark on job surface, and there is no chance to damage surface finish. This is one thing. Second things, with the help of central conductor, we can find out internal cracks, means crack which is located on ID, internal diameter surfaces. So inner area of the specimen. Okay. So and the radial cracks which will occur on the face. So this is the benefit of central conductor. So this current calculation of central conductor is depends upon diameter of ring. It is not depends upon diameter of conductor. It depends on, because here we are magnetizing job, not conductor. Okay, so current calculation is same as headshot.
Okay.
Same
Okay,
as
sir.
headshot. There is nothing changed. See here again formula 800 to 1000. This is general formula.
1000 ampere per inch.
But when we are talking about ASME section 5, the formula will be 300 to 800.
300 to 800. Okay.
Yeah, as per ASME section 5. So the next technique is longitudinal magnetization. The
Magnetization.
means coil techniques. In coil technique also there is a formula that is based on length and diameter. So first is this, look out here in the formula, N means number of turns in the coil. The coil there is 5 turns generally, 5 turns in the
Okay.
coil. Okay, so I means current in ampere. This 45,000 is standard. L means length of diameter, D means diameter.
Then T is diameter.
Diameter. So based on this, we can find out the ampere turns. And then if you want reading in amperes, then we have to divide this total value divided by number of turns, then we will get in amperes. Okay, here so actually basically there are again here one more formula, 35,000 divided L by D plus 2. And this formula will work when L by D ratio is greater than 2, greater than 4. Okay. And
Okay.
if your L by D
Okay.
ratio is greater than 2 and less than 4, then this 45,000 will work. Okay, means
Okay, sir.
then we can use 45,000 or this 35,000 formula that is based on your L by D ratio. If L by D ratio is
Based on LBD ratio.
if L by D ratio is
Okay.
between 2 to 4, if greater than 2, less than 4, then formula will be 35,000 divided L by D plus 2. Okay, and if L by
Okay.
D ratio is
Okay.
greater than 4, equal to or greater than 4, then we can use this 45,000 formula. And if L by D ratio less than 2, we can't use this formula. We can't use this 35,000 or 45,000. Both formula we can't use. Now in coil shot, you look here very carefully. This 18-inch we can cover from both side of the coil. Means actually 9-inch from in left side and 9-inch right side, right from the center of the coil.
From right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we suppose our job
Okay.
is 36-inch. Job length is 36-inch. Then we have to give 2 shots. Means
Okay.
after this magnetization,
Okay.
we can shift the job and we can cover new areas, which is remaining 16-inch or 18-inch. So
New way.
so when we are
Okay.
so there is
Okay. Okay.
some of the assumptions while we are using coil shot. An article greater than 18-inch requires more than one coil shot. The cross section of the article is not greater than